You read that title right. I'm going to show you a method where you can change any unit card in Total War Warhammer 3 into anything of your choosing. And this is in vanilla with 0 mods. None of your friends have to download it. None of your opponents have to download it. It will be for you and you alone. Anything. Period. There is no limits to this in vanilla, so you can play with all your friends with no limits and still see custom unit cards of your own. Do you think CA's unit cards are trash? Well, I'm giving you the opportunity to change that. Just follow these few steps. This method works on anything. Campaign, multiplayer, quick battle, domination, conquest. As long as you follow these steps, you're going to be able to change your unit cards to whatever you want. No longer will you be bound by CA's unit cards. The first thing you're going to need to do is install Rusted Pack File Manager. You're going to go to the modding den, the Warhammer modding server, or you can download Rusted Pack File Manager directly in the link in the description. Now, you're going to go over here to GitHub. The first thing you want to do is get whatever the latest version it is. It shouldn't really matter which version, but you might as well get the latest. As you can see, it's called RPFM for short, Rusted Pack File Manager. You're just going to download whatever's at the top. Obviously, if you have a PC Windows, nobody has a fucking Linux. Don't come at me with that. So just click on this, let it install. Once that's installed, you're going to go to your downloads in the top right. Right click it, show in folder. Once you're in the file, extract it to wherever you want. And once you extract it, you'll see a file, RFPM. Like I told you earlier, just click on that. And once you click on that, you can scroll around until you find another file called RFPMUI. That is what you want to be clicking on. That's basically your exe file to start the program. Click on that. Now, before you do anything in Rusted Pack File Manager, you're going to want to check a few things off here. Go to game selected on the top over here, scroll down, make sure you click on Warhammer 3, it'll automatically lock in Warhammer 3, and just to double check that this is truly working, go to launch game selected, and you should see Warhammer 3 popping up. Good, that means Warhammer 3 is connected. If you guys see that, everything is good. If you don't see that, then go to game selected, go to the game's data folder, which I'll tell you how to get to in a little bit, and you can go select it through there, and that should open up Warhammer 3. Now, also, you're going to have to go back over here to pack file, down to settings, and in settings, go to settings again, Yippee-ki-yay, and make sure you enable editing of CA pack files, and this is going to be the titular thing that allows you to use this mod in vanilla. So make sure that's clicked on, bing, and save that, and you're all good to go. Continue on. And once you have Rusted Pack File Manager open, you're going to want to go over to the top left over here. You're going to select New Pack File or Open Pack File. Click on Open Pack File. And once you've clicked that, in my description, I'm going to have something for you to download. It's called the Custom Unit Card Changer Pack. Make sure to download that. It'll be in the description. Once you have that downloaded, find it in your folders, click on it, and open it up here in Rusted Pack File Manager. And once that open, you can kind of click around if you want. You can see right here, click this, you can see portholes, units, no culture, and you can see here I actually have Emperor Karl Franz, and once I click that, you can see I actually have Karl Franz's little portrait right here. Now it's kind of small, but that's just how the game has it, its resolution, and on the other side I actually have the portraits as well. So I'm going to be turning Karl Franz into Lady here today. That's just the way I like it, but you can make any unit, any lord in the game, have a custom unit card or portrait of anything you want from the internet, no matter how freaky or crazy it is, in vanilla, so you can play with any of your friends, multiplayer, tournaments, anything. But in the custom pack I've got for you guys here, you can see I only have Karl Franz, so if you want to add more unit cards, this is what you're going to have to do. We're going to go to the Custom Unit Card Changer Vanilla Pack right here, right click it with your mouse, add, then all the way at the bottom, click Add from Pack File. Click on that, and then you're going to want to go to your Warhammer 3 data folder. The easiest way to do this is to simply go to Steam, don't mind all the freaky games, right click on Warhammer 3. You'll instantly get shot straight over there, and you can see in between assembly kit and launcher, you have to double click on data right there. And then the easiest way to copy this file path is to simply go up here, type Ctrl-C, copy, go back to Rusted Pack File Manager, Ctrl-V, and then you're going to want to type in data.pack, which is what you're looking for. Click that open and boom, we're in the mainframe. This is where we're going to find all the unit cards and portholes. Go down to UI, scroll down, go to portraits, and in portraits you're going to open up portholes and units. If you want units, go to units. If you want porthole changes, go to portholes. Quite simple. You can see there's these no culture slides here. Click on no culture and you'll see the entire list of units and lords in the game. You can see here Alberic de Bordelou, every single lord, every single hero. you're going to see them right here. Every single unit or lord is going to have an abbreviation before them for their faction, like BRT for Bretonia, EMP for Empire, KISS for Kislev. I think you kind of can just assume what the abbreviations are, or you can just find their names directly by typing it in. I'm going to go get Katerin. I want another baddie unit card like she deserves. I think Warhammer 3 did a little dirty, and it's going to automatically go and find every single thing with Katerin in it, and you'll see here right here. Click on that. Once you double click on it, it's going to automatically go to your pack file over here, and you're going to see it now in your no culture section. And if you click on that, boom, there's Katerin. You can see her. But we're going to go back to Karl Franz, because today we're going to be changing Karl Franz, not Katerin. We're going to right click on Karl Franz. We're going to click extract, and once you go to extract, you could just make a new folder. I click new folder. Just make whatever you want to call it. Unitcards, Warhammer, save that, click on that, select folder, and now Karl Franz will be extracted over there. Open up your files and go to your downloads or wherever you've saved that folder. Click it open, click open UI, portraits, units, no culture, and now if I double click onto this, we can see we have the actual Karl Franz unit card here. If you notice, this shit is super small. That's just how it is, because obviously in game the UI is really small. But I have a way to make it easy, so you just any image you put in will automatically be formatted to this. Now you're going to want to open up Photopea, Photoshop, any sort of photo editing software. Just drag in Karl Franz over here. Boom. Now you can see it's really small, and you take any image you want from the internet. For me, for example, I got this Queen Karl Franz. We're going to just drag it right on top of here, and you can see it will automatically go as small as Karl Franz, but it's not quite the right size. So what you're going to want to do is zoom in here, and you're going to want to stretch it out over here, stretch it up, stretch it down. Boom, now it fits onto there. I will say the size of unit cards in this game are 60 by 130 pixels. So if you make your images that, they'll be less pixelated than she is right now. But for this example, it's just an example, so I'll just use this for now. If you make the original image 60 by 130 and put it on top of Karl Franz, it'll retain that same quality and it won't get kind of pixely like this. I just grabbed this image off the internet. You can just go anywhere. Any image you can put in here, there's no limits. Click save. And then once you do that, you're going to want to go back into Rusted Pack File Manager. What we're going to do is we're going to delete the original Karl Franz so you can see it. You do want something else in this folder here. You want another image. If not, this will delete and you have to pull the no culture file back here. So just make sure there's another image here so that it'll stay open. And then you want to take Karl Franz, you're going to delete it. Delete Karl Franz and then right click on no culture, click add file. And then go find that new file you just exported, click open. And now, what's this? Is that female Karl Franz? Yes, it is. And the process is the exact same for the portholes, but I'll do it here real quick for you just to show you how to do it. One thing to note now is when you go back into that file, you're actually going to have to go up and make sure you click portholes instead of units when you're actually in your files. Because if you go down to units, that'll be the unit card. But up here in portholes, you'll see the full image of Karl Franz. If we drag it over here, boom, you can see it's transparent in the background. You can add, again, anything you want here. I don't know. Let me see what freaky thing I can find on the internet. Okay, I'll just take this female Karl Franz image I just found on the internet. Anything will really work. You can just edit it in Photopea to make it fit. Go over there, take that to the downloads, and you remember this process here. Just drag and drop it on here, and see it autofills. So now what you're going to want to just make sure is that all your images go over. You can make them too big, but you can't make them too small or else they'll look awkward. You can see I just put that over Karl Franz, dwarfing him. Put that over here, and you remember, file, export as. It'll automatically export as a proper size, so don't touch anything. If you remember, the unit cards were smaller. These ones are 300 by 164 pixel height, so if you want to get a really high detailed image, make sure to make it that, so when you drag it onto here, it won't get kind of pixely like it is now. Click save, and again, go back to Rusted Pack File Manager, right click, add file, find that new image you have, put it in there. You want to make sure though this new image is the same name as the original though, so I'm actually gonna have to rename this over here and call it this. So what I'll do is I'll actually just delete the original now, and I'll go over here and I'll rename it. I'm just gonna remove this parentheses 2 over here. Okay, and then boom, we're done. That's it. It's really that simple. I'll get into the game and actually show you how this looks. Pack file, you're gonna want to go pack file, save as. Go to your downloads folder or wherever you want it. Call it whatever you want. Karl Franz, female edition. Open back up your Warhammer data file. Remember, just go to browse local files on Steam. Go to your Steam data file again. And once you're back in your Warhammer data folder, you're going to want to drag and drop from wherever you have it downloaded this pack file into there. Boom, and just load up Warhammer and see your brand new unit card. You can see, I'm going to show you guys through my whole process to prove that this is purely vanilla. There's no mods involved. You can see open up Warhammer. I'm just clicking play. There's no mod pop-up. There's no mods installed. Right now, this is vanilla Warhammer. Click on that, let it load up. It worked. So now we're in Warhammer. I'm just going to go into a quick battle right now to show you guys. Obviously, you can't queue into quick battle if you have any mods on. But with the steps I showed you, you can play with anybody, your friends on quick battle, ladder, ranked, anything. Even in campaign, you can use these unit cards. And you don't have to have any mods. You can play with anybody for multiplayer. Okay, we found somebody in quick battle here. Let's load into it and check out if our Karl Franz has been turned into Lady Karl Franz. Okay, I'm versus this guy called Soul and Domination. Over here, we're going to click on Empire. And what is this? Is that female Karl Franz? Yes, it is. Now, keep in mind when you make your custom new unit cards that some of the unit card will be obstructed by the price and like the little unit icon thing over here on the bottom. So just make sure you can tweak it afterwards. It's very easy to do. Just repeat my steps, change it in Photoshop, make it look nice, but you can see. But let me get into the game to prove to you guys that this is legit. I might as well beat this guy as well, even though I'm not a typical Dom player. I'll take full kit Karl Franz. I want him to be jacked. This is the build I'm rocking. I don't think this is a good build at all. Do not copy this. Do not copy this. But it should be enough to just show you this game. And you know, War Guide is the GOAT, so I'll probably get the dub anyways. You can see we're loaded into it here. Everything's live, guys. This is really just vanilla Warhammer. No mods. You can play this in anything. So your opponents won't be able to view these unit cards. From their perspective, it'll just be normal Karl Franz. But from your perspective, on our screenshots and replays, that Karl Franz unit card will be massively
And do you know what else is massive?
So it's really just a visual aesthetic for you and your own pleasure alone. Be as freaky as you want. I ain't gonna stop you. I mean, if you know me, you know how I am anyway, so go crazy. I just didn't want to gatekeep this technique. And I will give credit to Phoenix King for putting me onto this. He's the one who allowed me to know that this was able to be done. And then I used my massive Giga mind to figure out how exactly he did it. So I appreciate Phoenix King. We can see here, we're loading in. And you can see if I click on Karl Franz in the corner over here, female Karl Franz. Now, I will say you have to stay in 2D unit portrait mode. I don't know how to do it in 3D portrait mode. Maybe if this gets enough views, I'll go contact Phoenix King and try to see how you do it in 3D portrait mode. But for now, it only works in 2D portrait mode with the portraits. But I mean, hey, that's pretty cool. You get custom unit cards. 1, 2. I won't show you guys this full game. I think you can kind of see at this point that this is legit. This is vanilla Warhammer and quick battle. But I'll just show you if I win or lose. If you're betting against War Guide, I think you're going to be disappointed. But let's just get into this game. Okay, boom. End of the match. I definitely won the match. Do not doubt me. Here we go. So you can see, you can play that in quick battle. You can play that in campaign. It's going to work in any setting. As long as it's Warhammer, it's there. And this will stay on your computer through all the updates. The only time you'll need to redo this process is if you actually delete Warhammer and reinstall it. At that point, you'd have to redo this process again. Just watch the video again. Real simple. I try to make it simple for you guys. Simple and easy. I don't want to gatekeep this technique. Everybody should have the right to be a gooner. And they should be able to see what they want to see on their unit cards. CA, sometimes they're slacking on the unit cards, but this is putting the power back into the player. I hope you guys enjoyed. And like I said, if you want to figure out how we can do 3D unit portholes, just like up this video, spread it around. I think it's a pretty cool, unique technique. It was a lot of research to actually figure out how to do this. I was going on the deepest parts of the web, going in the code in the mainframe, but it's there. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe. I'm really trying to hit 500 subscribers. I'll release more crazier shit like this. You can see I'm doing everything. I'm doing it to my best ability. I want to see you there. 500 subs. We're going to do something crazy. Just trust me. It's going to go wild. Subscribe. Peace out.